All right, hi everyone. Welcome to a very special edition of Bridge with Ben. We are back for 8 board match point play, playing a BBO tournament with having a special guest here, Radu Nistor. Radu, thanks for joining us.
Hi Ben, how are you?
I'm
Hey
excellent.
everyone, my name is Radu Nistor. I'm a professional bridge player and I live in New York. So
And a little modest, you are an international champion. I know you won the Nail Life Master pairs. What else have you won?
yeah, I won two pair games with my regular bridge partner Max, the impairs and the life master pairs.
Okay, and you're going to be in St. Louis, right?
Yes, of course, I'm gonna get there tomorrow, which
Good,
is a
good
day
luck with
for
the
first.
travel. So Radu and I are going to be at the same team this second weekend. We're going to be playing a team game, and so I figured he could join us here to, bring some life. We can do a little bit of practice, even though we're not going to be teammates across the table. We're going to be teammates on the same team. So why don't we get started here, Radu? It looks like our partner passed. We have one club to our right, and we picked up looks like a 16 count here. Relatively balanced. What would you do here?
So I think double is the best, but I don't hate one or trump
Yeah.
because like if they open another suit and that was our ace and one, I would never have opened a no trump if I can make a takeout double and I have the other suits. Here, because they open a club, usually people don't tend to lead club. So if we're gonna overcall one or trump, they're probably not gonna lead the club, which is good for us. But still, I still don't like it because we have both majors. Like it's so much easier to find the major fit if we make a takeout double.
Yeah.
Anyone that just bids one major, we can just raise him to two to show extras. So
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so we're going to double here. We'll see how the bidding goes. Two, no Trump. What does that show you?
yeah, so partner basically has an opening hand and he forgot to open. He shows like 10, 11 points, I guess, because he's a pass hand.
Yeah. And any interest in the majors here from partners is denying a 4 card
Yeah,
major
he
suit, you think?
definitely doesn't have a four card major, or he shouldn't have a four card major.
Okay. So you just want to bid three, no Trump here?
Yeah,
Sign
he's
off.
gonna be Trump, and we're
Okay.
actually happy to play from his side if he has like, I
Yeah.
mean, his clubs. It didn't matter where we played from, but if his clubs are like King Jack third, we would have been so much better to play from his side because we would have been protected.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, so it looks like 3 clubs, a diamond that is 4, and a spade that is 5. Multiple chances for extra tricks here. I mean, we can promote our hearts, we can go after the spade, double finesse, and those diamonds are tantalizing as long as we can find and finesse the right honor. So, where does your mind go when you see multiple different options here to set up extra tricks?
This is match points, right?
This is match points.
Yeah, it's interesting. Well, the easiest way would be to just play the Queen of Diamonds because we know East has the King for sure, right? We have 16 points, 16, right? Yeah. And opposite 11. So we have 27 high and they open the billing. So we know that East has basically all the aces and all the kings, right? To have an opening hand. If he's missing a king, then he would only have 10 points. But the problem is if we start with the Queen of Diamonds, we're going to have to play a low club, right? Win with the Jack, play the Queen of Diamonds, and let's say they don't cover. Now the problem is our diamonds are blocked and we don't have another entry, right? Because if we play a heart to the king, they're going to win the ace. So we have no entry to our hand, which is kind of annoying. So it's actually very interesting. Even at imps, it's interesting.
Would you try to put the jack of diamonds with West and take
I
your
mean,
chances
first of
there?
all, I think we definitely need to win the ace of clubs. I don't see any reason why to block the club suit, right? Because if we play low, we're gonna block the club suit. So now there are two options. We can either maybe try running the 10 of diamonds, right? And see if East is gonna win the king. That's gonna make our life much easier, right? Like West could have a jack, maybe a queen at most. Um, if that doesn't work, I guess we can start playing on spades. I think probably the best is just to run the 10 of diamonds, and then they're gonna play another club, right? They're gonna play passive, and then we can play the queen of diamonds from our hand. If they cover, they're probably gonna have king jack double. Then our diamonds are gonna be good. If they
Yeah.
don't cover, we can just win the queen, right? Stay in our hand, and then start on spades. I think
Okay.
it's a little weird.
So do you think the robot would cover here? So north is the declares, so south's the dummy.
Play the 10 of diamonds, they're not supposed to cover, but we don't care. We're gonna run the 10 of diamonds anyway.
Okay, so let's try the 10 of diamonds here.
I mean, we're basically hoping either West has the Jack of Diamonds or East has King Jack tight.
Yeah.
Like, we'll see.
Okay. So you want to run this?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
that's good.
So
Good
far,
news.
so good. And we'll go ahead and play club here.
Well, now we have a lot of tricks. So now we already have 4 diamonds, 3 clubs, is 7. You can definitely get 2 hearts, 9,
Yep.
a spade, 10. And we already lost 1 trick, right? So,
Yeah.
and
So
we're gonna lose another trick. So basically, I think probably the best is to just play the King of Hearts now.
okay. So if you were to go on diamonds immediately, you'd be concerned about discards, maybe, or you're just trying to set up your
Well,
hearts.
yeah, that, and also like if we play the hard now, depends what they play back. But we might have a squeeze. If East has 4 hearts and the King Queen of Spades, we're gonna want to cash the diamonds and the clubs later.
Yeah.
If they have it, they're gonna have to pitch before our dummy. So if we cash the diamonds now, we're basically gonna squeeze ourselves before squeezing them. So there's no point. Yeah, so we want to break the hearts first. Play the
Okay.
King of
So we'll
Hearts.
play the king of hearts.
Yeah.
And as expected, East wins with the ace. We'll see what they return.
They're probably gonna return a club. Yeah.
All right. So what do you want to pitch here? Heart?
Yeah, we can pitch a spade. No, definitely not a heart. We need to keep the 4th heart to squeeze them.
Okay.
Okay, so we can actually, to make life easier, we can just cash the hearts, cash Queen Jack of Hearts,
Okay.
and pitch a spade. And now we're getting cash all our diamonds, Ace of Diamonds.
All right. So
It is one of the easiest quizzes because there's only 1 heart out, right?
right.
Everyone. So like we're gonna see, like we're gonna pitch a spade,
Yep.
and then on the next trick we're gonna see if they pitch a heart. That means our heart is good. If they don't, then we're gonna pitch a heart, and we're gonna hope the spades are gonna be good.
One of the easiest squeezes. So all we have to do is play this, and if we see a heart, great. And if not,
Yeah, so we're gonna
we
pitch
can
heart, but that
Yep.
doesn't matter. They didn't have the 4th heart. Yeah, they did have King Queen of Spades, but unfortunately they did not have the 4th heart.
yeah. Okay. 68%, decent start. 7 more boards. Basically, is kind of what we expected. It helps when they open the bidding, and we basically have all the other points. You can, got to remember the bidding and try to place the cards with your opponents as you start here. All right, so we picked up a 15 count, 1 no trump. We'll just go ahead and open this. Our right hand opponent passed, and we're going to simply accept the transfer here in spades. And partner passed here. Not really much we can do. 4
Yeah,
triple three.
it's not that good, especially because they made a takeout double over us. So that means they have most of the points after us. So the Queen of Diamonds might not be useful. Probably the King of Hearts is not going to be useful, and we're vulnerable. So it's not like we're. So yeah, we definitely don't want to bid here.
Would you consider bidding if you're white red, or basically because we're such a?
I would not bid, but maybe wide red I would be tempted. But still, it's just too dangerous. Like we have a flat 15. We do have a fade, but that's it.
Yeah.
It's too dangerous. We could easily get doubled and go for a big number.
There we go. All right, partner has other things to say about that. I'm going to just pass this, and we'll maybe shoot for a part score here.
I think they should have 6 spades now, so we'll see. No.
Okay. Not great. Partner did choose to put us. I don't know if partner looked at the vulnerability, but regardless, we are
Yeah,
here.
they should have. Partner should have either redoubled just to show they have a good hand and give us a chance to bid 3 spades if we have a fit, or they could have just doubled 3 diamonds to show that they have a good hand and we could pass or not. If we don't have a spade fade, we'd have been happy to defend 3 diamonds, right?
Yeah.
Because then we probably get a spade draw. Right, partner has ace king of spades, so they know if we don't have a fit, we're gonna get a rough. Even though West is also likely short, but still, yeah, 3 spades is a little aggressive by partner, but
A little aggressive, but anyways,
we have a fit.
we're in the contract here. All right, so let's count our winners. Let's just say the spades
Like,
break.
like look at this hand. Like we might lose if we're unlucky. We could lose basically 2 clubs, 2 hearts, 2 diamonds, and maybe a spade, right?
Yeah.
Like we might go down 3, then we actually have a fit, and partner has 7 points, so it's not looking great.
So let's say the spades do break. We have 5 spades, and East did bid 3 diamonds. Let's maybe just put the king of diamonds there.
We need one of the honors, yeah, either the king or the jack. We can double finesse, right? We can run the 10 of diamonds, and if we lose it to the jack, we can play it. So we only need them to have one of them. But yeah, we're still missing basically a trick.
So
The
if
hardness is unlikely to work. So
yeah, if you're thinking about this, West led the three. We know East is going to win the trick if we do duck, and that's going to put East on lead. Are you? It looks like that's somewhat the dangerous opponent here. Are you thinking about that? Or are you looking
I would
just to?
definitely duck it.
Okay.
There's no reason to win because it
So
just gives them more communication.
yeah, so let's duck it. And now Diamond comes back.
And we have to play low.
Yeah, might as well play low here. All right.
Yeah, that's not bad for us. Yeah, I guess we can
Yeah.
maybe win the queen and then play another spade, see what happens.
Okay. 10 is dubious. Let's play another spade here. See, oh, a jack looks nice. Okay, so the spades are breaking at least.
Yeah, now we don't want to pull the last trump because we don't have any other entries.
All right, we want the communication to exist between our hands and partners.
Basically, there's no rush to play diamonds now. So I would just play the eight of hearts, but we have to decide what are we playing it for.
Yeah.
The best way would be probably to run the eight of hearts, basically finessing East if they have queen nine or jack nine. So we're gonna run the eight, low, low, and then West is gonna win one of the honors, either the queen or the jack. And then we're gonna play another spade to dummy and a heart to the seven, and now they're gonna have to win their ace. So basically, we're hoping they have queen nine or ace nine on side.
Right.
If we play low to the king, yeah, that also can work. It's a 50% finesse. Or low to the 10 would work if they have queen jack. So it's not very clear, but queen nine and jack nine, it's like there are two possibilities. So it feels. Also, West made a takeout double, so they're more likely to have the ace. So
All right, let's give it a shot.
yeah. Okay, they covered. So, yeah, we're gonna cover for sure. We still don't know. It's gonna be easier the next time we play a heart because if they have queen jack, they're gonna. Yeah, we're gonna win the king and play a heart. So if they had queen jack, they're not gonna duck it now for sure.
Yeah.
So that's gonna make our life easier for us to guess if we play low to the seven or low to the. Yes. Yeah, we'll play low to the seven, I guess. I'm surprised they covered the eight, but.
All right, well, at least they fed us a trick there. So it looks like we can maybe try to rough out, make that heart winner good.
Yeah, but I think if I remember, you can cash one more diamond. It's not gonna help us much, but just
Yeah, for sure.
so basically we can rough a heart to see. Wait, don't play yet. To see if the what happened. It went. There's only the jack or queen remaining, right? Whatever
There's
it
a
was.
queen remaining, yeah.
Queen remaining. But we had eight, seven. There's the eight and the queen and the six remaining, right? We played the
Yeah, we
eight.
played the 8. We had the 7 in our hand.
And they won the nine. Yeah, so the six now. There's a small one, right? The six and the queen.
I think so. I know the
So we
queen's out. I think the spot is the 6.
Whatever the other jacks. Yeah, so we could play. Yeah, we had the eight, we played low the seven. Yeah, so we could play the 10 in case East has stiff six, because West made a takeout double, and as you can see, they only showed with two diamonds, right?
Yep.
But that means, and they had three spades, so that means very likely they're gonna have four hearts and four clubs, right? So if we play low, the queen should not drop. I would play the 10 of hearts and hope to pin.
Interesting. Pin the 6. That's an unusual play. All right, let's play the 10. See
Yeah,
what
but
happens.
that's why they covered also, because they didn't cover.
Okay. Good try. So,
Yeah, it didn't work. But actually, they did good. They did good to cover our eight. If they wouldn't cover the eight, they would be in trouble because we would run it. All right, look at the spots. We'd go eight, low, 5, 9, and then we play low. Can you look at the cards? Yeah.
yeah. So
Right. So
let's
8,
just-
low, 5. They would win the 9, and then we'd play another heart, low. We'd play the 7. They would win the queen. So now when we played the king, we'd actually been able to pin the jack, right? And we actually get a trick. So they did very good to cover the 8. That's why you always want to cover an honor with an honor. The 8 wasn't actually an honor, but because we had so many spots, and actually it would have given us a hard trick. But this way we couldn't get any hard tricks.
Yeah.
But yeah, the robot did very well to cover.
Yeah, 2 interesting hands. 82 on the second board, so 75 so far. Pick up this balanced 16 count. You can give it 17 counts with the 5-card diamond suit headed by the king and the queen. I'm just going to open up one no trump unless you say something differently.
Yeah, that's a good one on Trump opening, but not more.
All right. And so, well, initial thoughts here. We're gonna have five diamonds. We have three club winners, so the contract is not in jeopardy. Spades are scary, and so immediately kind of go into well, we really can't give up tricks here because they could run the spades. And so it looks like we can maybe make extra tricks if we pick the right heart to play here. If they've led the three from queen fourth, maybe, or maybe 10 fourth, if we pick up the right holding, or if we have a 13th club and pitch
Yeah,
one of the spades there.
I think it's basically a 50-50 guess. I would play the jack. I think they're more likely to underlead the queen, especially because it's kind of weird that it's only the spade, right? We have six hearts and only four spades. So it looks like both of them should have like a spade lead. So I'm not either he's 4-4 or maybe he has three spades and his partner has six, which is also possible. But maybe he has queen four of hearts and king four of spades and he let a heart. I would
So,
play the jack.
so let's say you have that situation where you have 4-4 in the majors, this auction, one no trump, 3-0. You don't have too much information. Would you lead fourth best from your stronger major, or would you try to play passively?
Depends. In IMS, I would lead from my strongest because I would want to defeat the contract. In match points, I would lead from queen fourth because it's less likely to give a trick. If one has the ace, king, or jack, we might not give a trick, right? When we underlead the king, if partner doesn't have the ace or the queen, we're gonna give up a trick, right? So that's why, because we're playing match points, I think it's better to play the jack.
So now that we're talking about match points, let's say we play the jack, they cover the queen, we win the ace, we get back to dummy. Would you consider finessing the nine of hearts there?
No, definitely not. No,
Okay.
no, but we might have another thing happening. If the clubs are breaking, we're gonna cash five diamonds, four clubs. That's nine, and a heart is 10. So the last three card ending, we're gonna have two hearts in our hand and two spades in dummy, and we can keep only one heart. So there's gonna be something happening. We'll see. Like West might get squeezed again if they have like either ace. They probably don't have ace king of spades, but that would be ideal. Like if we misguess the hearts, if they have ace king of spades and the 10 of hearts, or maybe just the ace of spades, and they're gonna have problems pitching. Like they might have to keep stiff ace of spades and 10 and one heart, and we can end play them.
Okay.
If they're good defenders, they could count our points and they could just pitch the ace of spades, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But we're gonna play the jack and see later what happens.
All right. So that goes low. Perfect.
There's another thing now. If we cash the diamonds first, yeah, we might give them problems pitching clubs, but no one's gonna pitch, or they shouldn't pitch clubs from jack fourth or 10 fourth, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we cash the diamonds first, we lose an extra chance of playing clubs. If someone has jack 10 doubleton, we can cash ace king of clubs. And if jack 10 doubleton drops, because we have the nine in our hand, right? We can cash the nine and then go to dummy with a diamond and cash the fourth club. If we cash the diamonds first, we don't have communications anymore.
Yeah.
And then we're not going to be able to unblock the clubs and cash the nine, right? So we want to basically cash king of clubs first, club to
Okay.
the ace.
Eat.
Actually, one club is enough, basically. Yeah.
So
one club.
are you saying if you don't see the jack or the 10,
Yeah,
you kind of
exactly.
switch
That's the
tactics?
jack or the 10, we know there's not. Yeah, now we can cash the diamonds.
Okay. And in your experience with robots, do they play any kind of signaling here?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So three on our right. There's a club.
Yeah.
It's a spade. Heart, another spade. What do you want to pitch here?
And we can pitch a heart. It doesn't really matter.
All right.
You can catch the clubs. Like they're not gonna. They're reasonable defenders in this type of spots. Okay. Oh, interesting.
Well, we saw one club, so it's not going to work.
Okay, fine. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We can catch the club.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they led from. They had five clubs. Yes, they only had three spades. They had three
yeah. Okay.
spades.
So it did make sense that they led the heart there, even though they had five clubs, just trying to get that major.
It's actually close, yeah, because they had queen 10 fourth of hearts and jack 10 third of spades. So it's, especially at match points, it's a pretty close lead.
Yeah.
Jack of spades is reasonable also because you know your partner has more points. So you might set up something for him. So I think either leads are fine.
Okay, so that's three above average. Let's keep the streak going. Looks like we picked up here at, was it 16? Anything besides one no? Seems pretty straightforward to me.
Yeah, one else seems normal.
All right. This is one of my favorite contracts. The 10 of heart lead against one no trump when you see the 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 in your hands. What does that mean?
Well, the robots like to lead a singleton. So I guess, unless they're reading Rusino, which is a lead that from Jack 10, you lead the 10, which the robots don't do. I'm guessing it's probably short. Either way, we're going to win in our hand, right? There's no reason to win in dummy.
Because you don't necessarily have urgency.
Yeah, there's no urgency.
So if we count the tricks, we got three hearts. We have what looks like two spades, depending on the finesse, and we have the ace of diamonds. Are you concerned about clubs at all?
Yeah, what I would do,
there?
because they're gonna get a lot of clubs in, right? I would just win the ace of hearts, play a heart to the queen, see how hearts break. If they actually let a singleton, that means E star with Jack fourth. So then we'd have to take the finesse immediately when we're in dummy, run the 9 of hearts. If they cover, then we get another entry to dummy. If they don't cover, we're gonna end up winning the 9 of hearts in dummy, and then we can just take a spade finesse.
Okay, gotcha.
Like there's no reason to start on diamonds or something silly because
Yeah.
we don't want to give them time to break up the diamonds, right? Because they might get like 4 or 5 club tricks.
All right, so the hearts are breaking. So we are going to have an extra entry to dummy. So you just want to cash the hearts and
I guess I would still cash the hearts. Yeah, just make them. Maybe they're gonna pitch spades. Who knows?
okay.
It's unlikely, but it can't hurt basically.
All right, there's a spade, and we can cross to dummy here with the 9 of hearts. There's another
Because
spade.
our spots are not so good. We're gonna have to lead low to the jack because we don't have all the spots. So basically, we're hoping that East has stiff king or king and one, and then we're gonna win the jack and then cash the ace, and their king is gonna drop. Because if we start with the queen, it's not gonna help us not having the 10 or the 9. They're gonna cover queen, king, ace. Like we get only 2 tricks at most, right?
Yeah.
So when we don't have all the spots, you don't want to start with your honor. Like you want to save the honor in dummy case.
Classic mistake when you lead the honor first without having supporting cards, and so we have seen 3 spade pitches. So the odds of this happening with king and 1 on our right are not necessarily high, but worth a shot. So we'll play the jack here.
Yeah, basically that's why we tried the hearts first. Maybe they make a mistake and pitch.
Yeah. All right, looks like they're going to take a decent amount of clubs here, and they switch the spade here. And you just want to win the ace.
Cash out. Yeah,
just
we're gonna cash out. We don't have time to set up the diamonds.
Yeah. All right.
You can try the 10 of diamonds, but that's
And we'll just see.
yeah. This should be a pretty flat board, I would imagine. Can't see doing anything else.
There's
I think
68.
two hearts was better, but it's hard to get to 2 hearts. The robot could have beat Stayman, but they didn't really have a garbage Stayman. It was close,
Yeah, so if you
4-4-3. So like it's not crazy to beat Stayman with their hand. But the problem is if we beat 2 diamonds, they're gonna have to pass 2 diamonds with 10-9 fourth, and sometimes we're gonna only have 2 diamonds. Yeah, the best contract would be 2 hearts, but how did they get there?
they actually open a club, it went 1 spade in the left, past 1 no
Okay.
trump, then 2 hearts. I mean,
They reverse showing 5 clubs and 4 hearts. They only have 3 clubs.
sometimes that works, and so is life and bridge. All right, this looks like an 18 high card point hand. And we have a nice, well, I wouldn't say nice, but a decent 6 card.
Pretty nice, yeah. The only problem is we don't have good spots in hearts.
Yeah.
But other than that, all our points are in our long suits. Like we don't have a stiff king or something like that. So like all our points are in our good suits. If we had like the 10 of hearts or extra 9 of hearts, would have been much better. But still,
Yeah, so just a normal one.
I had good enough that if one responds to our 1 heart opening, we're not gonna jump to 3 hearts because that would only show 50 to 17. So we have a little more than that.
And here we go. Now it's decision time.
But what does 5 diamonds if we bid it? Slam dry. What does it say? Can you click on it?
Yep. So it's a Q bid.
I mean, we do have a lot of points.
So
I think we could try that. I mean, we don't need much from. The problem is we don't need much from partner to make slam, but we know that if we lose 1 club trick, like let's say partner has king, jack, king of hearts, and something in clubs, king of clubs, or um, the spade finesse is not gonna work for sure. They made a takeout double, right?
Yep.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's worth trying for slam. Like basically, the only way to make slam is if partner has something crazy like queen fifth of diamonds or something like that, or maybe queen fourth of diamonds, shortness in spades. But it doesn't seem like they have shortness in spades, right? Because if they would be short in spades, then means the opponents would have 9 spades, and they bid 5 clubs, so that doesn't, right? Because West doesn't have more than 4 spades, right? So that means E doesn't have more than 4 spades. Like looks like our has probably 3 spades, right? 5 hearts, I would guess, or 3 clubs and 3 diamonds. Like even 5 hearts might be too much.
Yeah,
Like if,
so let's talk about this for a second. So we open a heart and we had a takeout double to our left. Our partner made 4 hearts. So this looks like, and I would just hover over it, some kind of preemptive with this is 4 plus hearts. But at the table with a partner of yours, Radu, you would expect 5 hearts red in this situation.
yeah, I would expect like a decent hand because we're red against not too good because they could have been 2-0 Trump to show a limit raise. So I would expect around 8 points and probably a shortness, like 5 hearts and probably a shortness. Like I wouldn't bid 4 hearts with just 7, 8 points and a balanced hand because that just because we have 10 hearts doesn't mean we have to go to game, especially at these colors.
Yeah,
So I would expect a decent hand. I don't know if the robot is that like they tend to be a little too aggressive. I
yeah.
mean, I guess we have to bid hearts, but I definitely don't like it. Like double might be the right call. It's pretty close. But the
So
problem, the
the
opponents are white, so we're probably not gonna get 800. We're only gonna get 500. So if we do make 5 hearts,
does
I
the
don't know.
law of total tricks help you here? Because partner, let's just say partner has 5, you have 6. That means you should maybe, according to the law, be able to play at the 5 level. But
Well, yeah, but we have a lot of losers. We have 2 spade losers, a club, and a diamond. So we need our partner basically to cover 2 of our 4 losers plus the king of hearts, which let's say they have the king of hearts, right?
yeah,
So whatever, we can bid 5 hearts. It's close.
what's
If we trusted our partner for sure, we'll be a safe bid. But I don't really trust give. So the problem is we're red against white, so it seems we have to bid at these colors and hope we can make 650.
yeah, okay. So 5 hearts.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm hoping maybe he has double tone diamond, 3 clubs. Oh, he
All
actually has
right.
a clubs. Wow.
That's great.
Well, we're actually
And
making.
this is an example of, the opponents are white and we're red. They're going to try to get in there as much as they possibly can and make life hard for us.
That's great. We're actually making a grand slam, but Pana has it.
Yeah, it is wild. So I mean, this dummy is fantastic. So we expect no heart losers, no spade losers. We can pitch a diamond. We can rough a club. This looks pretty easy. So let's just go ahead and rough, draw trump, and go after the spades.
Yeah, we don't even need all the space. We just need one pitch.
Yep.
So actually, yeah, it's hard to imagine Pana actually has void in clubs.
So low heart here in case hearts are 3-0.
But we had 6 of
Yeah, yeah,
them.
that's true.
So doesn't matter. Yeah, I think you can claim. I think even the robot will accept this.
All right, 50-50.
Yeah, they made a good takeout double with only 11 points, and
Yeah.
they caught the other robot with basically only a queen and a jack, but they had 7 clubs, so they had to bid. But
So it looks like some people instead of bidding 5 hearts, just bid 6 hearts, and then someone opened 2 clubs with that hand.
yeah, we could have made a slam try, but it seemed pretty unlikely. And the robot tends to be very aggressive if you make a slam try. But okay, this is an interesting hand. We only have 18 points, but it's a very powerful hand, so I would open to no trump.
Yeah, I would too. I mean, if you open one diamond here, yeah, you get your diamonds across, but then what are you going to rebid over a major or a no trump? It's too strong for 3 diamonds, which is passable. This at least gets your kind of relatively balanced shape across, gets your point distribution across. Those 9 and 8s and the diamond suit's pretty strong. So
Yeah, and the problem, like you're saying, is if you open a minor, a diamond, and Panama is one of the majors. If you jump to no trump, it's our best way to show our hand 18, 19 balanced, Panama's gonna pass with 5, 6 counts, and we definitely want to be in game.
yeah,
Like if Panama has one of the kings, either they don't lead something good for them, or diamond finesses on, and then we have 9 tricks, right?
yeah,
So
okay.
yeah, we open. Plus, sometimes partner has a decent hand. It's easier to get to slam.
All right. So our favorite contract.
Yeah, it's not ideal, but luckily they have the king of diamonds, so we definitely have at least eight tricks off the top. If we open the diamond, I mean, we make maybe three diamonds, right? We lose one club, one heart, and probably two spades. But the opponents are actually doing very well in hearts. They make at least three hearts, maybe four, right? Because we have 10 diamonds together, so we know they have the diamonds for them are breaking either 2-1 or 3-0. So they have at most one diamond loser. They have one club loser, one heart loser, and maybe a spade, right? So they're definitely making three hearts. If the ace of spades is over the king, they actually make four. Also, if you look at the clubs, they have the opponents have nine clubs together, right? And eight hearts. So they probably make game no matter where. It doesn't even matter where ace of spade is.
Yeah, yeah. The better your suit fit is with your partner, the better the opponent's suit fit is when you have shortness. And so,
Like it's like almost 100% are gonna make four hearts, and we have a two-no trump opener, right? Like this is another advantage of opening two-no trump. It preempts the opponent sometimes in fighting their fits, especially at these colors, right? Even if we went down, we'd be happy, but we're actually gonna make eight tricks.
yeah. Okay. So we're just going to get started here. And definitely no reason to duck this because I don't want them to switch to spades. So we'll just win the ace and go after the diamonds.
You want him to switch to spade, but you can deck it. We have king 10, so it doesn't matter. You can cash diamonds and see what they maybe.
Let's see.
Diamonds over there.
Oh no. You hear? Hold on. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I'm just going to fire it back up here. All right. So let's get going. We are back. And we'll go after the diamonds here. And basically, all we're doing now is watching what they pitch.
They shouldn't have any problems pitching, but you never know.
All right, so we saw a club. There's a spade. Couple hearts.
The pitching hearts and clubs, which is good for us.
Yeah.
You can pitch spades, doesn't matter.
Spades. Take the ace hearts here.
You can chase off hearts and exit one of the clubs or hearts. And see if they can play themselves, giving us another trick somehow. It looks like West might be unplayed. I think they kept their own cards.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Here we go. 100%.
Yeah, so basically, right, they only lose one club and one diamond, right? So they'll call for five hearts.
Yep. And see other tables. I mean, a lot of other people, we had one other person open that. And then I know you can't see this, but we had a lot of people open up one diamond and then they kind of get in trouble. You would rebid one no trump. You got to figure out two no trump. We didn't have anyone rebid two no trump there. And if you rebid three diamonds, Radu, it gets you in a four diamond contract, which is down one.
Yeah, I think the robot actually plays three diamonds a little stronger, which it shouldn't be. But
Yeah, for sure.
yes, we have another.
Looks like
trump.
another balanced 16 count. So I'm just going to keep following a lead here. All right, so this is an important. So we bid to clubs, which is Stamen, and now they interfere with two diamonds. Looks like this is a natural bid here. So talk about what does two spades mean? What does double mean? What does pass mean?
I'm not sure if there's anything standard. Like if you don't play anything, I would just think two hearts and two spades are four cards, and you can just double for penalty. For sure, double has to be penalty
Okay.
on this auction. If they overcall two hearts or two spades, things change a little. Some people play that. So let's say they overcall two hearts. Some people play that double would show four spades, and two spades shows five. So you can have a way to show four or five. Here, because we have two majors, it's not the same. So I would just play double is penalty, and I would just bid two spades here.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't bid with any four small, but normally I would bid.
Okay. So it looks like.
But I mean, so why not?
All right, so we're expecting a 4-4 fit here in spades, and what do we see in dummy and 9? So we got
Interesting.
25 points.
Yeah, it's interesting. They didn't lead a diamond, so they either have the ace of diamonds or they have a stiff club, which is probably unlikely. So my guess is they have the ace of diamonds, but
Yeah, and it looks like we want to try, if possible, to keep West on lead. If East has the ace, which looks like they likely do because West has led a club, they will probably get in with the ace of clubs and shift to a diamond. So trying to think ahead. The heart suit is interesting. So let's say the spades break 3-2. Looking at that heart suit, we're going to need to figure out what we want to do. In that case, we wouldn't be able to lose an extra trick. So we would likely need the 10 to fall or pin the 10 in some sort. Are you thinking kind of that far ahead? Or are you just kind of waiting to play the first trick and see what
not
happens?
yet, not yet, because we don't know yet who has length in clubs. So yeah, I'm gonna see. But yeah, basically, like you said, we're not gonna have many chances in hearts. We either need to pin 10 and 1 offside. So if West has 10 and 1 heart, or we need East to have King 10 double turn exactly on side of hearts. Those are the only two chances to not lose to a heart trick.
All right, so we'll just play low here. And we'll see what they return. We're expecting a diamond. We got a club. So
I would probably win the jack if that's gonna win. Just to keep the queen in dummy, maybe we need the later communication.
yeah, gotcha.
And that's not good for us.
Yep. So 5 clubs to our
Yeah.
right.
If they have the ace of diamonds now, they're gonna get another rough.
Yep.
I mean, there wasn't much we could do. It's not like if we played no trump, it would be much better because they will lead a diamond, and we're missing the ace of clubs. So
Yeah. Okay. So we know two trump already out. Means we only need one more.
yeah, you can cash queen of spades, and then we can cash the club.
Yeah.
So what happened? East had only one trump, right?
Correct.
And they had. So one second. So what's their shape?
So we know that they started with 1 club, 3 spades. They just pitched a heart. So
You play another spade either way and see what happens. Let's see what they pitch first. You can play a spade to dummy. Okay, so they pitch another heart. That's interesting.
yeah.
So, because the question is, we know East has 5 diamonds, 5 clubs, and 1 spade, right? But we don't know. We don't know if he has 6 diamonds. That would make him 6-5-1-1. If he only has 5 diamond, that means he's 5-5-2-1 with 2 hearts, right? Because if he has a stiff heart, we want to cash the ace. We don't want to take the finesse. We want to cash the ace in case he has stiff king.
Stiff king. Yep.
But West now helped us. So West actually pitched. They pitched 2 hearts, right? Not 3.
2 hearts. Yeah.
Did it help us? No, we had 7-9. Oh, no. There's still 4 hearts out. Yeah, so we still don't know. Because the problem is if we play the queen of hearts and it's stiff king, it's going to go queen, king, ace, and they're still going to have 2 hearts remaining. So now, yeah, it's a weird problem because East chose to bid 2 diamonds. So if they're 5-5-2-1, it's kind of strange they bid 2 diamonds. Like they could have bid 2 no trump to show both minors. So I'm not sure if that means they have 6. Also, it's interesting that West pitched 2 hearts. So if they start with 4 hearts, right? If hearts are 4-2, if they pitch 2 hearts from 10-4, that means they just missed defender, right? That means all our hearts are going to be good. There's no reason for them to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing they're either trying to trick us to take the finesse or not. I would cash the ace of hearts because that's our only chance now, stiff king. If it's king and one on side, they had no reason to pitch it unless maybe they had like four small and he says king 10 double tone. But I don't know. I just feel that's very unlikely.
So they would only do this if they weren't worried about protecting anything. That's kind of what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, if they had four small, maybe they might pitch a hard. If they had five of them, they can definitely afford to pitch two of them, right?
Yeah.
Looks, it's still kind of a guess. I just think it's more likely they bid two diamonds because they had six of them, and maybe they would have chose to bid two no trump if they were 5-5 to one. So I think stiff king is a little more likely.
Okay. Play low hard here to the ace and see what happens.
Probably tip small, so it didn't matter.
That's fine. Didn't matter.
But they did have a stiff, as you can see.
Yeah.
So that was basically our only chance because stiff king wouldn't help us because we couldn't take another finesse. We don't have 9-8 or anything.
Right. Well, good shot. We did pick up the singleton, but not the right one. Last board, 68.9. Let's see. What do we pick up here? 16 count again. 17 if you want to add 1 point for the club suit. 2 spades on our left, pass in 3 spades. Usually this is a preemptive bid, just showing partner that you have 3 spades. Doesn't necessarily show a lot in terms of point count, just trying to make our life difficult. We do have 2 doubled ends. We have the king, jack of spades. I don't really like too many bids here, Radu. What are you thinking?
I mean, we only have 2 bids available. We can only pass or double. We don't want to be 3 not trump because we only have 1 stopper and we don't really have such a good hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, the third spade, yeah, 3 not trump would be maybe more tempting. But the problem with double is we have 4 points wasted in spades. Like maybe we're gonna get a trick if the ace or the queen are on side and we guess them right. But we still have a lot of losers. We're probably gonna find a fit. Partner might have 4 hearts, but that still doesn't mean we're gonna make it. I would double, not necessarily to make a game, but maybe we go down 1 or 2 and they make 3 spades. I mean, sure, sometimes we're gonna easily game, right? Because partner could still have an opening hand. Just because they pass 2 spades doesn't mean they don't have an opening hand.
Yeah.
They could actually even have like 5 hearts in an opening hand. They're not gonna be 3 hearts on like ace, 75th, and 12 points. They're gonna pass. So I think either is fine. I'm more inclined to pass, but I think either is fine.
Yeah, it's tough. So double pass 4 diamonds, you just pass, hope you don't get doubled. So that's the situation.
If we double, we're gonna pass whatever partner bids, which I think is very close. If you're feeling lucky, you can double if you feel.
Let's just, it's the last board, Radu. Let's just get it going here. All right. So I'm excited now. Let's see what the dummy hits.
It could in a bit 4 diamonds at least. Actually, it's a very good dummy for us. Like I said, we're not making, but if we're going down 2, they're probably making 3 spades, right? They're gonna lose 1 heart and 1 or 2 clubs and maybe 1 spade. So they actually do very well. So if we keep it to just down 2, which is probably what it looks like, unless they get a club rough, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna lose 2 diamonds, 2 spades, and a heart. So
yep. So down 2 is minus 100. They make 3 spades. It's 110.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons that double is good because if we go down 1 or 2, they're gonna make 3 spades. Mm-hmm. But now we have to hope they don't get a club rough. Even if they get a club rough, that's still not bad because that means they're gonna make 170. They're only gonna lose 1 club, 1 heart, and at most 1 spade. So even 150 is still gonna be good. But that's because we didn't get doubled. Yeah, so I don't know here. I think it's kind of a guess.
So they're white, right? They open 2 spades. They're likely to have the ace, queen, 6, but partner did bid. I would probably play the jack.
They didn't lead a spades, so I don't know what that means. But at the same time, they could just lead because they had king, queen. I think it's close.
Yeah, that's a good point. So let's say your partner.
And I'm not sure if they're very honest. So like, I'm not sure if their king means they have ace king or king queen. So I'm not sure because if they only have king queen, that means West has the ace of diamonds. So I'd be more inclined to think they don't have 2 aces. Like, I think it's close.
Yeah. So robots do lead king from king ace. So let's put ace king over there. But if you did have queen third of spades. It's one of those things.
Yeah, I'm not sure what their style is. You can play the jack. It's still like we still don't have enough information to make.
Yeah,
it's still a total guess.
That's probably a singleton.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go off the hearts.
Yeah, the problem is now we have to hope. Oh, that's not. At least they had the ace of spades. At least we didn't guess wrong.
Yeah.
Because if they had the ace in the other, we might have gotten two club ruffs now. So now we're only getting one club ruff, which is if they actually led a spade, they would have had a chance to play clubs earlier and still have their diamonds entries. So we did go down three, but they should make 170. Actually, they don't lose any spades. They're close to making six, I think.
Yeah. So we'll see the results here in a second. We just missed first place. I know we were kind of flirting with it for a while. We had a couple of 50% boards. We didn't finish anything under 50%, which just good solid bridge. But Laura Marie, congratulations, 71% game.
Yeah,
Well
that was
played.
a good game. Yeah, it was a very interesting set of hands actually.
Yeah.
A lot of problematic hands.
Looks like someone bid four clubs, and that was 100%. And some people managed to go down. One person managed to go down just two. They got a different lead because they played it from the south.
Well,
Because
that's because for some reason they overcalled four hearts.
they overcalled four hearts.
They got lucky on that.
Yeah, that was very interesting. A lot of good commentary, a lot of good things to learn. Some definite bidding problems and situations that I expect to see a lot from you at St. Louis, and really looking forward to it. I know you leave tomorrow, so appreciate you taking
Yeah,
the time,
thanks,
Radu.
man. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I
Yeah.
hope
If you
what-
see either one of us in St. Louis, come up and say hi. We'll be probably hanging out a lot and really enjoying the city. So hope to see you there. Radu, have a good evening and appreciate you joining us.
Thanks, man. It was fun.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.